WrestleLost. It's WrestleLost. It's WrestleLost. Can you believe it? King Bad God. Oh.
I see that, JR. It's triggered. It's Johnny. It's Drew. Can you believe it?
It's going to be a slobber knocker.
As they say, anything can happen on WrestleLost.
Welcome to WrestleLost, folks.
Ah, yes, it's here. It's the WrestleLost Derbycast.
The sniper.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to WrestleLost. There's a lot of things that we are going to need to talk about today. But like always, to get it going, here's Johnny.
All right. So on Tuesday, the merger between WWE and Endeavor closed, and they're now the new company, TKO Group Holdings. And the day after the merger completed, Frank Riddick, who was the president and CEO of WWE, he stepped down from his position. He left the company. It's not clear whether he was released or whether he left on his own. But he did receive a $5 million severance package.
I would gladly.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe he didn't agree with the merger. So he just decided it's best just to get out of there. And of course, they've been talking for a while about cuts that were coming, and apparently it's going to be cuts to both staff and talent, which happened yesterday. We haven't seen any talent cuts yet, but as far as staff, there were over 100 people that were let go from the company. This mostly in the departments of media and analytics. Some notable backstage names that were released: Jamie Horwitz, Amanda Bloom, and surprisingly, Dana Warrior was released.
Yeah. That is the one that is a bit surprising to me.
She worked in WWE's Outreach.
Yeah. Well, I guess they won't be reaching out to her anymore.
She was WWE's version of Amanda Hewer.
Yes. Yeah, she was. I would say in these last couple of years, a pretty interesting part of WWE with the Warrior Award and everything, and her being around that time to share that award with whoever won it. Yeah, that name wouldn't have crossed my mind, but it happened.
Yeah. Well, and they're also saying that these cuts are going to come in waves, not just all at once, just because they don't want to make it look suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see what this week will bring, as far as any more staff that go or even talent.
Yeah. The one thing I did read about talent today, obviously no names have been said yet, but they said there is going to be NXT releases, and there's going to be main roster, like, important talent let go.
Ooh.
Yeah. So nobody is safe from the sounds of it. All those high-paid main roster guys, I would worry if I was you.
Yeah. Question mark to AEW confirmed.
I mean, fuck yeah, dude. He's got the checkbook, so let's fucking go.
Also, other changes that could be coming with this merger is bringing in weight classes to WWE. Which, yeah, I mean, why not? Like I was telling Freddie, bring back the cruiserweight title. You already have the heavyweight title. Turn the U.S. title into like maybe the middleweight title. And you know what I'm thinking why they're doing this so that way it'll be easier for UFC talent to come over to WWE and do work there too.
This is the UFC side of things coming into play
Yeah,
because UFC is more focused on weight classes and doing it like that.
just like boxing. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So this is combining both worlds, and it's gonna seem a little bit odd to those who are just pro wrestling fans.
yeah.
And okay,
Or
so
those that are just UFC fans.
yeah. So one of the things that was said now that the merger is good now, one of the things that was said by someone from the UFC side of things was that they would love to see like a weekend where they would show both UFC on one night and the WWE PLE on the other night,
Yeah,
kind of like a package deal. That way UFC fans can watch some WWE and WWE fans can watch some UFC because they don't think that those fans exist where they're both they have both watched both products, which
I don't follow the UFC like I do WWE, but I'll watch it.
yeah,
I can get into it.
I'm that guy that has seen both.
Yeah,
And like obviously knew Brock Lesnar from WWE, but then when he was in UFC, I'm like, oh shit, let's see what you can really do.
yeah,
So I could see a lot of the guys from UFC blending in well with WWE, and likewise, if they want to mix it up, let's go, man.
So here's how that bundle package might work. Like you said, it came out this week that Fox more than likely is not going to renew his contract with WWE to air SmackDown, which uh, the only player right now, maybe other than maybe Amazon, is Disney. Disney owns ESPN. ESPN owns the rights to UFC pay per views. So you could have like maybe an ESPN Plus app, maybe bundling UFC and WWE pay per views. Also, that they were saying that SmackDown might move to FX or even ABC, and that they're not opposed to showing it on a different night than Friday night, including Wednesday.
Wednesday Night SmackDown. Look, no offense to WWE, but we talked about this when I returned to work, and if they do put it on Wednesday night, I know what I'm watching first.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna watch AEW first.
Yes.
Like SmackDown is gonna stay on my DVR till the following day,
Yeah.
but I will watch it. That we'll get into it later because shit. That's
Yeah.
all.
Because they WWE wants over 300 million just to air SmackDown on Fox, and Fox doesn't want to pay that money. On the other side, though, USA they have two shows. They have Raw and NXT, and NBC Universal will pay for that. I think they said they want like over 700 million for that
Yeah,
annually, but that's for two shows. So
that's not
yeah,
bad for two shows.
yeah.
Especially a 3-hour one in the mix, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
But NBC also got the Peacock Network, which gets all the PLEs too.
yeah. Which is going to conflict if they want to move it off of there and bundle it with UFC. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. Also, UFC, they have their own streaming platform. It's was it UFC Plus, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
UFC Plus, they show the cage fighting Fury Championship, which they had an event last night, which saw the first appearance of CM Punk in commentary. And and during the show, he was. They asked Punk. He said, "Are you busy?" He said, "Not for the next couple months."
2 months to be exact is what he
Yes.
said.
And what's in 2 months?
Oh boy. Yep. We are going to Chicago. Like, we're not going to
Yes.
Chicago.
No.
But
But for Survivor Series,
yeah.
going to be in Chicago. Yeah. So that could be just a Punk tease.
It could be CM Punk throwing it out there to be like, hey, WWE, I'm right here. I'm ready. Like, let's do this shit in 2 months.
Yeah. Someone else that could be in WWE within a couple months is Kyrie Sane. She's finishing up her dates and on the Indies. She got one on September 30th and one October 9th, and then she's not booked after that. So she, where does she may be hitting? She's going to be heading back to WWE.
WWE's women's division in the next month could be the talk.
Oh yeah,
Man.
yes, because well, okay, I'm going to give you a couple names here. Another AEW wrestler has had their contract expire, and that's would be Sonny Kiss. Uh, he he just respectfully stepped away. Tony Khan had talked about this on the All Out pre-show the Scrum that there's over 100 wrestlers on the AEW roster, and you just can't re-sign them all. So some people are gonna have to go. So we'll see. Maybe Sonny Kiss will find a new home in WWE. Someone else that is potentially headed to WWE, who had their last match on Wednesday, quote Friday.
Friday.
Yeah,
The technicalities.
technically Friday,
Yeah.
but Wednesday is Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill, she showed back up at Collision last week to attack Statlander, and they had a match on Rampage to decide once and for all who's the TBS champion because she felt like she was cheated the last time because she did the open challenge thing after wrestling a match. But anyway, spoiler: Statlander won, but they shook hands afterwards. They said that Jade Cargill was teary eyed. And yeah, all reports are she says to WWE. Smart thing, I think, would be to just debut her on the main roster.
Do we have to?
Instead of NXT. Well, I mean, just look at who your NXT Women's Champion is right now. So think about that.
There's no correct answer here. And I was going to ask Andrew how he felt about it, but he just made it very clear. hear
It's,
how he felt about it. Look,
uh,
I know she's gonna go somewhere. If she's not gonna be in AEW, she's gonna go somewhere. And what I've always said about Jade Cargill is she didn't really quite fit the mold of AEW. Like she has the look, but as far as the move set, it's not there. You need to go educate yourself a little bit more on your and just widen your move set and just go from there.
Yeah.
If you are going to go to WWE, I've heard one of two routes, and none of it involves the main roster anytime soon.
No, she needs to go through NXT. Work on her moveset. I think so anyway.
That is one of the
I
roads.
wouldn't put her on the main roster right away.
Yeah. That is one of the roads people are saying. You put her in NXT, you have her get her reps in, you have her work with the people that have extensive move sets, you have her learn as she goes. Or you keep her off TV completely, keep her as a secret working in the performance center on herself, on her move sets, and then you just have her debut at the Rumble.
yeah.
How many names have come through and not gone to the Performance Center?
Not that many.
Ronda, AJ.
Yeah, AJ.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't think she's that big.
Well, Cody.
No, but he was here before.
Come on.
He was here before
I
then.
know. I know.
Well, Dominic, but he's there now, so he's
But don't even
yeah,
get
he's one of their champions now.
right.
technically has been with the company since birth. Pretty much.
Or at least since he was 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, whichever way you want to go, if you want to bring her up through NXT, have her on camera from the day you sign her, that's fine with me as well. Because I don't really watch NXT all that much. So
Don't ruin my NXT, damn it. Oh.
So you either do the NXT thing or you keep her working on herself in the Performance Center and then she just debuts at the Rumble, which gives us a couple of months to prepare for it.
Yeah.
But you don't have
As
her
long as
Rumble as well.
Yeah, as long as she don't win it.
Yeah.
Because they pick people from NXT all the time
Yeah.
for the women's Rumble because they don't have that enough women on the main roster to fill the Rumble for 30 people.
Oh, but they're gonna get more. They got Jade Cargill.
Well, I know, but
by Kyrie.
Well, what I'm saying is she can appear in the Rumble, but still be on NXT for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she can have her debut at the Rumble, but she be in NXT.
Yeah.
See what
She
I'm
can
saying?
debut at the Rumble, have a decent showing, and then go to NXT.
Yeah.
Either way, it looks like all roads lead to WWE for Jade, especially since after the match, and I think they even showed it on TV where her and Statlander hugged it out
Yeah.
afterwards. So that to me more than says right now that's what the plan is. Because to anybody that knows Jade's type of character that she was in AEW, for her to hug it out with Statlander is not her thing.
Yeah.
Like, she would beat her down, not hug it out.
Right.
So yeah, that to me just proves that there's no re-signing happening there. So off to WWE she goes.
And the WWE Women's Division got
Worse. Oh,
yeah. I was gonna say better. I was gonna make a joke. Got even better.
yeah.
Because this past Monday night during the main event, Nia Jax made her return. tossing Raquel the match against Rhea, but then also beating Rhea down as well. If I were Kairi Sane, I would be careful when she came back because they unfortunately don't have very good history.
Just refuse
And
to work with her.
yeah, she injured her a couple times. She concussed her. And you know what? We're not that far away from having a fatal four-way, and I'm going to put this out there. Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Nia Jax.
Bore.
Damn, who the hell would I root for?
The ref.
Jessica Carr?
That's a yes. I was going to say Jessica
Or was it
Carr.
AJ? Or was it?
Either.
Or would it be AJ? The other girl.
Whichever one. That's who
Yeah,
I'm rooting.
That's who we root for. Yeah.
That's who I'm
And you know what? You were just about to play the perfect ringtone.
rooting. That is a fucking nightmare.
That was my son. His timer
Oh,
for his pizza, I think.
Jeez. Look, man.
what are we paying you for?
Look, man.
We don't pay him.
I know.
Look. Here's what I'm gonna say about freaking Nia Jax showing back up.
Don't hurt nobody. Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
don't hurt nobody.
Obviously.
But you need to prove to those that are doubting you that you have been practicing and that you can work safer. That's what you need to prove. And a whole bunch of people are going back and forth on Twitter and on Facebook groups. I've seen it everywhere where people are genuinely just saying she better be safe. She better not injure nobody. And then there's other people coming into those same conversations saying, don't be so quick to judge. Give her a chance. We did.
she said several
Injured
chances.
Yeah.
people. We were here watching during her first run. She hurt people. And hey, if she wants to be in WWE, if they saw that she's working safer, fine. But you need to prove it. And Monday was not a good sign that you are the safest worker because everything she does, people are going to analyze it. And Stevie Richards, I don't know if you've seen this video. He went through her return, slowed it down, and already pointed out the things that she's doing wrong. So whenever she went off the middle rope,
Yeah.
whenever she landed, he said that she did three things wrong. One, she didn't hold on to the ropes, so it would lessen the blow. Two, whenever she landed, she didn't support some of her weight with her legs. She just landed flat out. And the third thing she did wrong, she landed directly on Rhea's chest area to where if someone, let's say, if she were to be doing that move to someone that has implants, that could possibly hurt her to the point where she would need to get them redone, and that would keep her out for a couple of months, or even rupture one of the implants, and that's just dangerous for their health.
Yeah.
So, just according to Stevie Richards, that's only three things that have already gone wrong, and she was only on TV for not even 5 minutes. So I don't want to be that guy, but had to point it out.
Yeah.
You have to be that guy if she wasn't that girl.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be the
I,
guy.
I
But
was gonna say, Freddie, WWE is looking pretty good for you right now. And Nia Jax came back. Jade Cargill's on her way there. John Cena's there right now. There's a possibility that Cardi B might get involved in wrestling,
what the fuck?
and of course, Bad Bunny is always it's just a call away.
Did
And he said he wants a shot at Roman.
I was gonna bring that up too? Since you said his
Bad
name,
Bunny?
I wanna fucking
Yeah,
cry.
he wants a shot at Roman.
He said he wants a shot, and that he is sure that he can defeat Roman. What kind of
Here's what we
fucking
need.
manager is talking to you?
I want Bad Bunny and Roman and
That's gonna be.
Saudi.
That's gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the crown too much. I mean, even though I think it's LA Knight, but yeah.
Do you know? Like, I don't even want to throw any more shit out into the universe because okay.
I don't. Well, you mean it's Saudi? You think it's gonna be LA Knight?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't. I
Okay.
think it's gonna be Roman and Cena.
So this is
The way the bloodlines attacking him these last couple of weeks.
Interesting.
So this is going to sound a little weird coming from me, but and before I say what I'm going to say, I'm just going to say, don't get me wrong, I still hate Bad Bunny, okay? But I think I found someone that I hate more than Bad Bunny. And Andrew, I don't think you're going to know who this person is. Johnny, you for sure have heard his name. And that person is Peso Pluma. Have you heard him?
No.
No, you haven't, Andrew. You're white. Have you heard his name, Johnny?
What's the name again?
Peso Pluma.
No.
Okay, so he's not a rapper. He's more like the more traditional style, but brought up to these times. Like, it's a blend, right, of the music he does, but he is even more annoying than Bad Bunny. And I did not think that was possible. So whatever you do not bring this fucker in either. Because if you put like Bad Bunny and Peso Pluma in a match against Roman and Jimmy, let's say, like, I'm gonna freaking turn my TV off so fast. Either turn it off or just break my TV altogether. I don't know.
You're gonna do what you did to that printer today. That worked.
I slammed the shit out of that printer. Well, that's what you get for not opening. Fuck. Yeah, but I did hear that Bad Bunny said he wanted that match against Roman, and just please don't. Or you know what? Please do. It'll be a squash match.
Yeah, for Bad Bunny. Come on, you kick Roman's ass.
Fuck you.
Speaking of squash, can somebody kill that cricket? Yeah, I don't hear the cricket.
What?
There's
No.
a cricket. One of y'all has a cricket in your house.
Oh, no. Just please don't do this, man. Like,
Yeah.
we've got enough bullshit happening right now that could
There
possibly.
you go. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, one more thing on the news before we move on. WWE, they just had their tour of India, did the Superstar Spectacular, which I'm hoping that it was like a show that they just broadcast in India, because I didn't see it anywhere.
It probably was.
I'm sure. But WWE, they had issues in the airport going to and from India. So first, Becky Lynch, when they were going to India, she was about to get on the plane, and she showed her paperwork. They wouldn't let her on the plane just because her passport had a tear in it.
That's just
Wow.
Yeah.
I said the same thing. It's dumb shit. Just pull up a YouTube video and you can see who she is.
Yeah. So I'm wondering maybe if it's like what's on the part that they scanned, maybe they had to tear.
and they couldn't scan it. Maybe
Yeah. So Natalia had to fill in for her on the tour.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, India.
Back in Natalia. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, and since you mentioned Natalia, there's something I want to bring up real quick.
Yeah.
Since we were talking Jade Cargill and how she needs to improve her moveset and shit, someone said, well, if you're gonna bring Jade Cargill in and you want to improve her moveset, you got to put her in there with a veteran that she could learn from. And they were like, just put her in there with Natalia. I'm like, what the fuck is she gonna learn from Natalia?
Wait, didn't Natalia teach Naya? Oh, I'm sorry. They were.
Yeah, teacher just had to injure people. What the
It's not
fuck?
Ronda.
Yeah, but no, don't put her with Natalia. We got to put her with someone better.
So when they came back at JFK, they said that Riddle was acting weird, and he claimed that he was sexually assaulted by one of the police officers there. So apparently there's an investigation now into that. So yeah. I don't know what else went on there, but
Like,
you know, depending on the outcome of the investigation, we might see a similar suspension to what we just saw in AEW. So
yeah,
we'll see.
I just don't know what could have possibly happened. That
I'm thinking maybe he was under the influence somehow when they did the cavity search, like we were talking about the other day. Maybe he, in his mind, maybe he thought he was being assaulted.
maybe, but it all just sounds a little bit odd.
Or maybe it was a female officer. We don't know. Oh.
Could be. They didn't say whether it was male or female. So yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was. I don't even want to say it. Maybe it was a fan.
a fan posing as a police officer.
No, or
No, the police officer's a
the
fan.
police officer
Right.
is a fan.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh my God, Matt Riddle."
And she just walked up and kissed him and something. Hell, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And Riddle being who he is, and I think he's either engaged or already married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see why he would have a problem with that. But all we need here is details
Right.
because it sounds odd.
Right. Okay. And so that's the news for the week.
All right. So we're just going to go ahead and get into our moments of the week. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Johnny and get his moment for WWE.
Well, I was going to bring up Nia Jax as a moment, even though it wasn't a good moment. It was a bad moment, but something else happened last night, so I decided to push that to the news. SmackDown opened with Pat McAfee coming out, and Michael Cole was going crazy because that's like his only friend, and McAfee was talking about how he was just up the road in Boulder doing his podcast, and they're there for college game day to watch Deion Sanders, Colorado Buffaloes play, and so he plays for the crowd. Austin Theory comes out. Austin Theory said, "No, this is this is not your not your show. This is air Austin Theory Live, whatever he calls his talk show. So they go back and forth, and Pat McAfee says that no, this isn't your show. This is the people show.
It's always been the people's show.
And and he said, you know what that means? And there's like a pause for like 10 seconds, and then you just hear, if you smell, and the music starts playing. That you get, there's a huge pop. Everyone gets out of their seats, and here comes The Rock. And I find it funny that they're all three wearing black tank tops.
Yeah.
So Rock does his thing. Finally the Rock's come back to Denver, and talks about whooping Austin Theory's candy ass. Austin Theory has the balls to attack the Rock first, but of course the Rock's going to get the upper hand. Spinebuster. He does the people's elbow. Then Pat McAfee does the people's elbow, which it took him once he ran the ropes, took him about 15 seconds to even drop it. He just stood there. But yeah, so The Rock made his return last night. For how long, we don't know. I know the writers and the actors strike is still going on, so The Rock's just like Cena looking for something to do. A lot of people are speculating this is he's gonna stick around till WrestleMania to have his match with Roman. So who knows how long he's gonna be around? Maybe even have him win. Well, I don't know if would you want him to win the Rumble and maybe go on to face Roman, because they're still now you got an argument here. What do you want now at WrestleMania? Do you want Cody to finish the story with Roman, or do you want to see The Rock versus Roman Reigns? And if you're going to do a 2-night WrestleMania, why not have both?
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, why not both, dude?
Have night 1, have Cody beat him for the title, and then night 2, have him face The Rock to see who the real tribal chief is.
Yeah. The question is, which one do you do night 1?
Yeah.
Because some people have said, if this is what you're going to go to, and if it's possibly going to be 2-night Mania thing for Roman, do you have him lose to Cody first and then lose to The Rock?
No, he beats The Rock. If he's going to remain tribal chief and The Rock's going back to movies, he's got to beat The Rock. You can't have The Rock beat him.
So then it would be a non-title match,
right?
Yeah.
But it's just for the tribal chief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a non-title for the tribal chief, but you can't. If Rock's not going to stay and be a full-time, because if Rock's staying, you give him the title.
Yeah.
But if he's not, Roman has to win to stay the tribal chief.
Yeah.
Or you can just have Roman lose to Cody night 1 for the title. And then on night 2, he has a match against The Rock for see who the real tribal chief is. And Roman needs to be humbled, so he loses both nights. He goes away for a little while, and he comes back as the next version of Roman Reigns, whatever that might be.
Which I'm hearing after all this tribal chief stuff is done, he's going to be a face.
Yeah. Which the fans are going to hate, because every time he's a face, the fans hate him.
Yeah.
When he's a heel, the fans love him.
Yeah. I don't know what you're going to do here. I don't know how long The Rock is going to be around. I would want to say that it's more than just a one night thing,
Yeah.
but not knowing and anybody not knowing when this writer strike is going to end and stuff, it's hard to tell. It's hard to say what it's going to be.
So do you have at Fastlane? Do you have The Rock go against Austin Theory?
Sure. I mean, that's what it looks like they're setting up for.
Yeah.
They just want to give him an easy first match back. So, yeah, fuck it. Let him beat Theory.
Yeah. It'll be a quick match.
Yeah. Have Pat McAfee as a special guest referee.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Whatever. Let's do it. But, yeah, man, that was a very big surprise. And
Yeah, because no one was expecting it. I mean, there were clues before the show.
yeah,
Doesn't he live in Denver?
He still lives in Miami.
Yeah, he
I'm
still
not sure.
he still lives. In Florida. But for me, it was. I had an idea that he was going to be there because one, he did the Pat McAfee show earlier in the day. And yeah, that was a couple hours away. I think they did it in Boulder.
Yeah.
I think they were in Boulder when they did it. And then I guess in my mind, they both hopped into a car, just put up some jams, and just drove down.
Or maybe they jumped in Rock's private jet and flew down.
And they would drive, man. I think they're a cool enough. They're cool enough with each other that they would have a good drive.
Or somebody drove them. Oh,
Pat drove.
Yeah.
Pat drive. He ain't afraid. He's still humble.
but you know he's got football money though.
Oh yeah, but yeah, look, he's got
He don't have Rock money, but he has kicker money.
football money.
You know, I've heard that The Rock actually made more money selling his tequila than he did wrestling.
That's what I heard too. What a crazy fucking world.
Yeah.
But yeah, so me personally, whenever Pat McAfee came out, I'm like, he has to be here now because they just did a show together. They clicked. Like they talked so much wrestling.
Yeah. Why else are you having Pat McAfee open the show?
Yeah, why are we just having a random Pat McAfee moment? It wasn't random. It was by design for The Rock.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wasn't surprised that he was there, but at the same time, I was freaking out because it's the fucking Rock, dude. Like this is our nostalgia childhood shit.
It's the great one.
I mean that had to be pop of the year when he came out.
Yeah. There's only one thing that could top it, and I'm not gonna say what that is yet, even though there is that rumor.
Yeah.
2 months. Sorry. But yeah, that was a good fucking moment, dude. If that's not your top moment, I don't know what is. But now that we got Johnny's moment in there, I'm gonna go over to Drew and get his moment for WWE.
Okay. Where do you think I'm going? Just
Where do you think
NXT.
yes, very good. Hey, it was a good show this week. Not only did Becky win the NXT championship, which was a good match, but the opener was killer. I don't know if y'all saw it, but Wesley versus Dragunov, it brought the house down.
I heard.
Yeah, they're saying it could be match of the year candidate on a weekly show. So, yeah, Dragunov eventually got the win, but yeah, I think it's some of the best wrestling in NXT is. I mean, the best wrestling WWE is in NXT, especially with those two.
Yeah.
So they put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, and I take my like I've said it before, like Tuesday I take it as like my off day in between, but I do catch clips of things that happen. And here's what I'm gonna say.
And
There's-
it was for the number one contender to Carmelo's title. So
I might have if I were to start watching NXT like on the weekly, I would have to say that my favorite, just from what I have seen as far as women, Tiffany Stratton.
yes,
Yeah.
Dude, her moonsault, like where she goes from the bottom rope to the middle rope and then the bounce off.
Mhm.
Love that. And her Swanton bomb. That shit is legit smooth as fuck. Some people have even said it's better than Jeff Hardy's. Like that's how good it looks. It's
Yeah,
she's
It does.
so smooth with everything she does.
I think she's going to win the title back in No Mercy. I think. Yeah,
I'm sure she is.
Becky's going to put her over.
Yeah,
It's kind of like when Dolph went down there and won the title.
Yeah, that's the comparison I've heard.
Yeah, she's not going to be the title holder for a long time.
and she doesn't need to be like.
But-
She's
but-
Becky Lynch, dude.
But now she can say she's a Grand Slam Women's Champion.
Right. She's won all 3
That's why they
titles.
did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Tiffany Stratton is a badass. Happy for Becky Lynch that he's a Grand Slam champion.
And we set up a match between Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin.
I will say this: I do like that they.
And I'm liking this new Braun Breaker. Like last week, I know I'm going back, but last week, as the show's going off, he takes Von Wagner and smashes his head on the steel steps.
He killed it.
Oh, he didn't kill him.
It's like Eric Young in Impact.
Yeah. People were thinking he killed him, but he
Yeah,
did
yeah. There's a video out there on TikTok from the other angle
Yeah.
where he clearly missed, but WWE cut the feed right before he did it. It was funny.
Yeah. People were freaking out.
Yeah, I like the new heel Braun Breaker. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I like that Baron Corbin went back to the lone wolf thing.
Yes.
I do like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't like anything else. I didn't like much of anything else they were doing with him. It just never developed the way it should have. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Happy Corbin
after,
was just fell from the start.
after he lost the Money in the Bank contract, that it went downhill.
Yeah, he's one of the few cash-ins that didn't work.
Yeah,
yeah. Which is a shame because he's badass when you let him be.
Yeah.
So,
He can be, yes.
and John Cena is also on that list.
He was the first.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna ignore that y'all said his name again.
no, that was a good thing because he lost the Money in the Bank contract.
Oh,
But I didn't see it. Oh.
Yeah,
we didn't see him. But, yeah.
Did you love how he didn't get to talk this week?
Yes.
yeah.
I do love that.
One of the greatest on the mic, and they didn't let him speak. That's funny.
Yeah.
Even when he was backstage with The Rock.
Still didn't get to say a word.
Yeah.
Really. But I don't know, man. Y'all took like Johnny took the best moment. Like the stuff on Raw at the end just had me mad. So really can't go with that. All I can say is that, like, if I had to choose something to pick on, can we just do better by the LWO? Like, you put them in the match against the Street Profits,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah,
it doesn't even go 5 minutes, dude.
you start the match during the commercial, and by the time they come back, like a minute later, the match is over.
Yeah. Like, I know they said they want to do real good things with LWO, but you're not like your focus
You're
is on
focused on the
Seth
only.
Escobar and Rey Mysterio.
Right.
Yeah, you're focused on two of the members, and you're leaving, or three of the members, leaving the other two behind.
Yeah,
Right.
like if you're gonna do it right, do it as a whole. Just don't just focus on two or three of them. Like they're a group for a reason. So
I am liking the new heel Street Profits stuff.
Yeah.
oh yeah, they're good, but they also showed like they're still the goofy. They can be their goofy selves at the same time. But yeah, I'm like I didn't know how I was gonna feel about the Street Profits having Bobby Lashley on their side, but it's working. I like it so far. So can't be too mad at it, but it came at the expense of the LWO again. But that at least they set up a match for next week, right? Next week because they were when they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Santos versus Rey Mysterio for the title.
I don't know. Did they say when it was going to happen?
I want to say they said it was going to be next week,
Okay.
but I could be wrong. I'll have to check. I'll have to check on that. But yeah, just use LWO better as a whole, and we'll be fine. But I like that they set up this match. So we'll just have to see when it is. So now that we've gone through our moments for WWE, I'm gonna go back to Johnny and get his moment for AEW, and I'll be right back.
Well, like always, there's a lot to choose from when it comes to AEW. So, okay. So this is a moment that didn't really start out that good, but I'll go with it anyway. Last Saturday on Collision, Bryan Danielson came out to address the crowd, and he started talking about how he told his daughter Birdie that he was going to retire when she was 7, and she's 6 right now. So pretty much, Danielson said that he's gonna pretty much gonna start a retirement tour for the next year, and they he made it open or he made a challenge for the Wrestle Dream pay-per-view coming up on October 1st, which is a match I'm looking forward to seeing, and I know a lot of wrestling fans are looking forward to.
They've been wanting it for 3 years.
Yeah,
It was promised to us 3 years ago, wasn't it?
yeah. It was last year at the first Forbidden Door, but Danielson was injured.
Right.
And it's between the two guys who have won the award for most technical wrestler like the last 15 years. They just gone back and forth with it. It's going to be Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr., which I could see why this pay-per-view is going to call it Wrestle Dream, because you're going to see dream matchups that you never thought possible. I know last week they started setting up the program between Swerve and Hangman. We're also going to see Swerve versus Hangman at Wrestle Dream. It's going to be in Seattle and Swerve's hometown. So yeah, we're going to get Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Which again spoke about it to Johnny throughout the week, and hell yes. Like this is one of the matches that has been being called for a very long time. People have been wanting to watch this match, and glad that it's finally happening, and it makes sense that it's happening now. We're gonna be able to get more Danielson versus whoever dream matches, because he did say this is gonna be his final year
Yeah.
of being full time.
So it's going to be like a retirement tour.
Yeah, he'll still do some matches here and there, probably, but as far as being full time, this is it.
Yeah.
And he's been through a lot, so I could understand why he made this choice. Sometimes you just have to look out for yourself, especially when you have young children, and your quality of life after professional wrestling. So he's making the right choice. And him against Zack Sabre Jr. is a very good choice.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy for that. So now that we got Johnny's moment in there, I want to go over to Drew and get his moment for AEW.
Well, it's probably the same every week. John Moxley bleeds. Yeah, he defended his the Intercontinental Championship, International
Wrong
Championship. Yeah, I know. Against Big Bill.
That's why you say Intercontinental, because it's Big Cass.
Yeah, it's Big Cass.
Big Cass against Dean Ambrose.
Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship. Yeah.
There you
go. Yeah, I'm a big Moxley fan. Probably one of my favorite in AEW. Anytime he's out there, it's just good TV, good wrestling.
Yeah.
And he can make even people with not a big moveset look good. I know Bill's got a better moveset than some people for being a big guy, but hey. And then you had Ricky at ringside, and you had Danielson at ringside for this.
Yeah.
Those two got into it, and then you had Claudio come out to give a helping hand after the match. Eventually, Moxley retained, but yeah, it was a good match. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a very good match, and I just can't wait for the many good matches to come.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm looking forward to next week, bro.
The next Dynamite.
Grand Slam.
It's going to be awesome.
Grand Slam, dude. Jericho. We got fucking Jericho, man. And he's been through a lot, but him finally being able to have this match against Sammy Guevara. But
and I like their promo on that match too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they didn't badmouth each other, they lifted each other up, talking about
how
it's just proving ground for one of your best friends. Hey.
Yeah. Jericho told him, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. Sammy said, well, I expect nothing less.
Yeah. And Jericho telling Sammy that he doesn't think he's ready makes me think that Sammy's gonna win. That's just how I feel about it.
I do too.
But hell yeah, man. That promo they cut to finish setting up this match, it's been top-notch shit between Jericho and Sammy Guevara. So hell yeah. That's what I look forward to next week. So is there anything from what's been said that y'all are looking forward to next week?
I'm looking forward to the Claudio versus Eddie Kingston match, title for title.
Yeah, that's an interesting one as well.
ROH title versus New Japan Strong. Yeah,
that's going to be a good one as well.
I don't know. I kind of look for MJF Samoa Joe.
Yeah, that's an interesting one too, because you don't know how that's going to turn out.
Right, because MJF's had it how long? Like two.
Since Full Gear.
Yeah, and just the unpredictable thing of, yes, you want MJF to win, but you obviously can't count out Samoa Joe. So just we don't know what's going to happen. Like normally things are predictable at sometimes. Sometimes you can predict what's going to happen, but you just
Yeah.
can't do that here.
I'm kind of thinking Samoa Joe might take this.
You think so?
Mm,
You think MJF's a little too banged up?
yeah, especially with that neck injury,
Yeah.
because Joe's going to focus on that neck.
Hell
And
yeah.
them being, are they and their ROH tag titles champions? So
Yeah. Yeah. They got a lot of
Uh-oh.
stuff against them right now.
Yeah, so they're doing the Grand Slam Dynamite, and then on Rampage, which is going to be taped the same night, they're going to have a 2-hour Grand Slam Rampage, which is going to feature Darby and Nick Wayne versus Christian and Luchasaurus. And Christian alluded to the fact that at All Out, he didn't have his regular partner, which he was talking about Luchasaurus, but we all know who he was talking about.
Yeah.
Which there is rumors that he might get a debut, actually get a debut on Rampage. They're gonna make people watch Rampage.
Yeah, and who knows what that debut
We
might
might
be.
see Adam Copeland.
I'm just gonna say. So I really never pay attention to when they say things like this. I just want like clear information if I'm gonna put it out there. But something that was said throughout the week was that in WWE's internal roster, they no longer had Edge on that. So some people are thinking this is it. We'll trade you Jade Cargill for Adam Copeland. We're doing a trade. We're gonna get this trade before we get to see who we get from Raw for Jey Uso.
I'm thinking Cody.
Yeah, I think it'll be Cody too, because that's how you get him back on track to finishing the story.
Yeah. Let's hope he finally gets to finish the story, man. But yeah, there's a lot of good shit to look.
And I like the little segment that Orange Cassidy and Hook had backstage. They complimented each other on their championships.
Hell
And
yeah.
then Renee asked Orange Cassidy, "So how are you feeling?" He's like, I'm still so tired."
He's gonna be tired for a good while, bro.
Yeah,
He put up a hell of a fight.
yeah,
So he's gonna be tired for a good while.
yeah.
We ain't seen him in a while.
But he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Give him a couple of months and he'll be fine.
Oh, I'm talking about the guy that just came out on Collision.
Oh
Oh, we're not watching it.
Uh,
I don't even have it on.
no, I don't have it on either because
Scorpio Sky.
I find it hard.
Okay. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
No, I mean, it's just wrestling. Hey.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to next week, so can't wait for that.
And I gotta say, no offense to Punk, but AEW does seem like it's better without him, and it just seems like it feels like he was never there.
Yeah, a lot of people weren't too sure about how it was going to feel without him, but they came out of it on the other end just fine.
Yeah, one person does not make a wrestling company.
No,
We've learned that several times.
no.
Yeah.
But
Even when
they had a show focused around him,
Even when they tried to do that with Hulk Hogan back in the 80s.
yeah.
right,
It,
but when he left to go create the new NWO or whatever,
Yeah.
yeah,
WWE did just fine. Hell, they won the Monday Night Wars eventually.
yeah,
And back then, the Attitude Era, it wasn't just one person either. There was, like we saw The Rock last night. There was Stone Cold, The Undertaker, Mick
Triple
Foley.
H.
Yeah, yeah. I miss those days.
yeah. I miss those days too. That's why I loved the start of Friday so much, was because it just felt like the old days.
Yes.
Just seeing him out there and do the people's elbow, still looking badass, doing it.
Because he's still built.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
I think he could still put a match on today and not miss a beat.
yeah,
He might have a little ring rust with timing and everything. But
yeah,
I still think he could do all his moves he done 10
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, he can still do all that shit. Like the people's elbow looked just as great.
Unless McAfee did it, but that one.
Yeah. So okay, so here's one comment I did see on an earlier video of The Rock doing the people's elbow. Someone said, "Wow, you can really tell that The Rock is showing his age. Like it looks it in his face. Like you can tell that he's getting older." Yeah, when you look at his face, you can tell like that he's getting older. But then someone in the comments said that Pat McAfee looked older than The Rock in the way that he did the people's elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no offense to Pat McAfee, that I don't know if they practiced it or whatnot, but that's not his move. So I could see why he would have problems with doing it. But yeah, Rock still looks great. He can go have a match with anybody he wants. So maybe if he puts up enough matches, we can have him on a certain list next year.
Yeah.
Segue. So this week we also got the PWI 500 list for 2023. We're not going to go through all 500 because it would take a very long time.
Yeah.
But I did make notes of some important ones. So I'm going to go through them right now. And if you have anything to say as I say them, just let me know and we can stop and discuss about said person. So to open up the list at number 500, one of Andrew's guys, Andre Chase. Andre Chase is at 500.
So is he like Mr. Irrelevant in the NFL? He's the last one picked on the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it sounds like when you're at number 500. But not far ahead of him.
But that's strange because most of this year he's been out with an injury.
Yeah.
Well, that might be a reason to that too.
Why is it 500? Yeah.
A lot of the guys that were high up on this list were out for most of the year with injury.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's probably what caused that right there. And skipping a little bit down at 474, Colt Cabana. Yeah. One of those guys that should be further up, I think. At 457, this guy should definitely be further up. Dijak.
Yeah.
At 453, Danhausen.
Well, again, injury.
Yeah,
Yes.
He's
again,
been out. He's been out for a while.
injury.
Yes.
And the only reason I put this person who's at 450 in here is because of the name. It's not who you think, but at 450, we got Ricky Martin.
Wait,
Vida
Ricky,
Loca.
Ricky,
Oh.
did you say Ricky Martin or Ricky Morton?
No, Ricky Martin.
Oh, okay.
He's living the
No,
Vida Loca.
trust me, I checked the spelling.
I would put Ricky Martin.
No, it's Ricky Martin.
Where does he wrestle?
I don't know. I don't want to say the other wrestling, but that's fine.
Did he make the list? The other guy,
No,
the other music guy?
no.
No. Okay.
So at 440, which this one I hate so much. At 440, we got Karrion Kross.
Yeah, they're not using him right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. There is they're not using him right. That's what has him in this position. But if they were to put him in that, like, in the spotlight that he needs to have, he would be further up on this list.
If he was the same character and used the same as he was in NXT,
Yeah,
he would be much higher on this list, probably in the top 100.
yeah. Most definitely he would. So I'm hoping he gets a better spot next year. At 431, someone we talked about earlier, Sunny Kiss. So she's these next, obviously, who I list out are all further up than Karrion Kross. Sometimes just doesn't sit right with me. At 415, QT Marshall. At 393, we got Dolph Ziggler.
And Dolph Ziggler hardly wrestled last.
Right.
Yeah. So
He probably did a lot of house shows that we didn't see.
Yeah, I'm sure.
probably.
Yeah.
And much like Karrion Kross, someone else who should be further up on this list at 338, Chad Gable.
Next year.
Next year, he'll be much higher because of the push he's getting right now.
Yeah, because they didn't just start pushing him to the last couple months.
Yeah. Yeah. So he'll definitely get a better spot next year.
Yeah.
At 336, Evil Uno. At 299, Baron Corbin. At 298, Luchasaurus.
The TNT champions at 298.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Funny, but you know what? The other guy's not on the list.
The one who says he's the champion?
Yeah, exactly. So, at least the real champion is on the list.
Yeah.
At 294, we got Kofi Kingston. At 285, someone else that we're still waiting to see more of, Carlito. Someone who I also think should be higher on the list, but maybe next year. At 279, Dalton Castle. Yeah, he at least to me needs to be like top 200.
Yeah.
Maybe even top 100, but maybe next year. At 227,
I guess the boys are holding him down.
wow.
Oh,
Wow. At 227, we don't kink shame here. At 227, Johnny Gargano.
Like
You
I
just
said,
need to
some
put
of
him
these people,
on TV, man.
they're not using half these people.
I
yeah.
know. Like,
We're still waiting for that DIY reunion.
yeah, we're still waiting for that. What happened? Or is Tommaso Ciampa still doing the flyer thing, looking for him?
No.
Or did they drop that already?
They dropped that. I think that lasted 1 week.
Yeah, he fought with Alpha Academy this week, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a little weird. throwing him out there with Alpha Academy. Yeah. All right. At 209, EC3.
Hmm.
At 193, Matt Hardy.
I can see that.
Yeah. At
Yeah.
at one.
Matt is showing his age a lot more than Jeff is.
Yeah.
Well, he's older.
Yeah.
Well, I know he is, but
Matt is showing his age a lot more than The Rock is. And The Rock just came back for one night.
And I think The
Right.
Rock's older than Matt.
Yeah, exactly. And Matt Hardy looks a little bit worse. No shame on Matt Hardy. Like, you're still out there doing your thing.
And
Right.
I think I think Jeff is the one that had more demons than Matt.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Matt had his fair share.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Jeff's had it worse. At 186, Max Caster.
Hmm.
At 185, Butch. You would be further up the list if you were Pete Dunne.
Yeah. Can we get Pete Dunne already? Come on.
can we get his name back, please?
Yes.
Yes. Give him his name back and he'll break top 100
Now,
next
Is it Butch or Butcher? Oh,
Butch.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And this one, I threw it in here just because, like, why? Why is this person so far up in the list? At number 174, Omos.
oh, good Lord. You tell me Omos is above Karrion Kross?
It's because Omos actually is a house show attraction. I've heard that
What?
he wrestles on the house shows.
He's like Jade Cargill, but tall. He doesn't do much.
Oh, are they going to pair them up?
I swear, if they do, no. That I'll go. That's when I would go check on my laundry or do some dishes or some shit like that. At 164, Matt Riddle. At 154, Brody King. At 149, Ricochet. This next one, I'm proud of. At 147, Nick Wayne.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Nick Wayne at 147.
Yeah, he's only 18 years old.
Hell yes.
He's only been performing for a month and a half.
Well,
Oh,
in
I mean, indies
AEW,
and all that shit.
in AEW, but before
Yeah.
he was defeated by Kenta for the Defy World title,
Yeah.
and plus all that work he did in GCW. So yeah,
Yeah. That is a good 147 right there. I'm happy for him. At 145, Mark Briscoe.
okay,
At 143, Buddy Matthews. Yes.
yeah.
At 141, The Miz.
I would have put him lower on the list. I think the Miz. I think the Miz's time is over.
Yeah. That he's like the John Cena of now. He just never changes.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's how I'm gonna put that. At 140,
Only
Santos.
because I brought it up last week. Oh,
Oh shit! I'm not even gonna go there. Don't get me wrong; it was funny, but please. At 130, LA Knight. Yeah.
yeah.
that's only because the first half of the year he was not.
And he had that program with Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be higher up next year.
Yeah. He'll be higher up next
He'll
year.
break the top 100 at least.
I would say even top 50.
Yeah.
Top
I would
50.
say even if they do him right, I would say even the top 10.
that
He
would
could.
Take, that would take him having a lengthy run as champion.
Uh-huh.
But yes, it can happen. At 126, Takeshita. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, he had a really good match. He's had a couple of real good matches, and his whole heel turn with Don Callis. Yeah, it's good shit. At 121, put this one in here especially for Andrew. Effie.
Jesus.
People love Effie, bro. The Indies is where it's at.
Yeah,
People
GCW.
love Effie, dude.
Yeah,
So
and that's really because of his tag team with Alley Catch,
yeah,
Bussy,
yeah,
and that's Bussy with a B.
Bussy. You can see what it sounds like.
You say it so many times it sounds like the other word.
Yeah. At 113, we got Shinsuke Nakamura. At 112, Swerve Strickland.
Hmm.
At 108, we got Mustafa Ali.
Hmm.
At 103, Hook. Another good one.
Yeah, almost cracked the top 100.
Almost. Next year.
Yeah,
Top 100 for sure. At 99, AJ Styles. Get ready. At 94, we got Dominic Mysterio.
I mean, yeah, I could see that,
He's made a big improvement from the last couple of years.
and he's done a lot this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's on the show every week.
And he's with mommy. He gets points just as being with mommy.
Where did she come out?
I didn't see her on there.
Was there any ladies on there?
Oh, there's ladies on here.
Because you haven't mentioned one yet.
Didn't I?
No,
No.
Oh shit.
Sunny Kiss doesn't really count.
What's that? What's that say about me? Oh, whoops. Maybe I should have put some ladies on here.
Yeah. You think?
Okay. I'm just gonna continue. Even though I'm not making myself look good. At 77, we got Eddie Kingston.
Okay.
At 73, we got Jack Perry. At 72, we got Pentagon Jr. And at 71, we got Damian Priest. And I thought that was a good little 3-person run right there. At 69, nice.
Nice.
We got the guy with the dance, Daniel Garcia. That's the perfect number
Place for him.
Yes.
That's a good place for Daniel Garcia. I love that shit. That they put him at 69. At 61, we got Finn Balor. And this next run is 54 through 49 because they put together a good run of people again. At 54, it's Sheamus. 53 is Rey Mysterio. 52 is Psycho Clown. 51 is Sammy Guevara. 50 is Edge. And 49 is Darby Allin. That was a good little block of names right there.
And that's pretty good. Edge is still cracking the top 50.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's
At
good.
50. No, I don't know how it is.
Yeah, at 50, yeah.
At 50. At number 38, another good one, Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
At number 36, Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
At number 32, Jay White.
Yeah, okay.
Number 31, King of the Death Match, Matt Cardona. He bled so much.
Which we could also be seeing him in WWE soon.
Yeah, because he did put out a tweet
Yeah.
saying, "Come at me, bro. Get me." So, hell yeah. Might be looking at him sometime soon.
He's actually tired of the indies.
Yeah. At number 28, we got Hangman Adam Page. At number 26, we got Drew McIntyre. 25, we got Kenny Omega. Hell yes.
Yes.
24, we got Chris Jericho. And at 22, we got Sami Zayn.
Okay.
Which right underneath him at 21, we got Kevin Owens. Hell yeah. At 17, we got Will Ospreay. At 16, we got Brian Danielson. 14, we got Samoa Joe. 12, we got Claudio.
Huh. Okay. Good.
And now for the top 10, which my bit that we talked about is ruined, so I'm just going to read the line. I'm just going to read the
I'm
name.
sorry.
At 10, which Johnny has a story about this one, it's Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes' sister, she put out a tweet, complaining about the list, why Cody was number 10. I mean, what's the complaint about? He's the 10th best wrestler in the world.
Yeah. So why are you crying about it?
Yeah, Philly.
I don't know.
Whatever her name
I
is.
don't know. I'll have to go look at the tweet because I haven't seen it. But yeah, he's in a good spot. He's in more than a good spot.
Yeah,
At number 9, Josh Alexander.
yeah. Okay.
At number 8, hell yes, Orange Cassidy.
Oh yeah,
Well deserved.
cracking the top 10. Yes.
Well deserved.
Yes.
Well deserved. At 7, Okada.
Mm-hmm.
At 6, MJF. Yes.
Yes.
Well deserved too.
But I think last year, he was like 17 or somewhere around there.
Yeah. At number 5, not surprised, but proud, El Hijo del Vikingo.
Yeah.
Number 5, yes.
Yes.
Though every single match that he has had in AEW fucking kills every single time. So I love that he's at number 5. At number 4, Gunther.
Gunther.
Walter.
At number 3, and the top 3 here, Jon Moxley. At number 2, Roman Reigns. And at number 1, Seth Rollins. We have the Shield, ladies and gentlemen. No way.
The Shield are the top 3 best wrestlers in the world.
Yeah.
Although I think Roman's overrated
Yeah, I agree.
because his last defense of his title was SummerSlam. He's not going to defend it again until Saudi, November 4th. That's like 3 months of him not defending his title. It's
And
like,
then he might not defend it again after that till WrestleMania.
right? It's like now they're just padding his numbers, dude.
Yeah. It's like when Brock had the title and Brock was barely showing up on TV.
Every other pay per view, he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of this, the way they're doing this. You want to impress me? Defend it every pay per view.
Yeah.
Defended every show, just like Orange Cassidy and Jon Moxley defended every show.
I don't think he's going to go that far, but
No.
No. But like once a month.
at least once a month.
At least once a month.
Yeah, remember Andrew back in the days of like the territories, the rule was you had to defend the title within 30 days, or you
you had to defend it. They had time limits every 30 days or every 31 days, something like that.
Yeah, you had to defend your title at least once a month.
And if you didn't get the title no more. They took it from you and had a tournament or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree that the top 3 is good. Me personally, I would have put Moxley second.
I would probably put Mox first, Seth second, and Roman third. If I had to put those 3 in the top, because Mox wrestles more than the other 2 combined.
Yeah.
Because Mox defends his title. He wrestles every damn week, sometimes twice a week.
And Mox actually loses blood on a weekly basis.
He almost dies every time he wrestles.
So I would put Mox first.
On, dude.
Yeah, Moxley would have been first in my book.
Yeah. Yeah. We're always going to find, whenever this list comes out, we're always going to find ways of, how we would do it differently. But yeah, I would either put Moxley at a second or a first, and then Rollins at a second or a first. Reigns definitely third. I can understand why he's up there, but by this time next year, or man, way before that, we need to have this bloodline shit wrapped up.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him in this position next year if he hasn't changed his character. If he's still the same thing, the same person, he can't be.
Well, I don't mind him being the same person. He just can't have the title
That long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't defend it once a month.
Like you can go as far as calling Roman the pandemic champion.
Yeah. Yeah, you could even go as far as saying that. So
Okay, so what's interesting about this list? No CM Punk.
yeah. There's no CM Punk on this list.
And I mean, yeah, I know he was injured and suspended or whatever for most of the year, but yeah. And I'm not saying he could have been on the list, and maybe the situation the last few weeks cost him to be taken off the list.
I bet it has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's how Andre Chase got in.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe. Because they bumped CM Punk from the list,
Yeah,
moved Andre Chase from 501 to 500.
yeah.
Okay. I got a question for you.
Hmm.
If the thing was all in, or when was it? All out? All
It
in?
was all in this year.
All in this year. Hadn't happened. Where would he be on this list, in your opinion? Let's say he was still the man on Collision and all this other stuff. Where would you put him?
I think he would be at least top 20, not top 10, but somewhere in between like 11 and 20. Just because of his popularity up until
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah, I would put him like at least at a
I would put him like somewhere between 25 and 35
yeah,
because of injury. Because he was injured part of the
Yeah.
year.
Right, yeah.
because of the injuries that bumps him down a bit. That's why I'm putting him at 30. But if he didn't get injured and he had a couple more matches on his belt, yeah, easily 20.
Yeah.
Even 15. But
I
yeah,
wouldn't go no higher than 15, 20.
yeah, 15, 20 is to me. But
Yeah.
yeah, now we'll never know. So
Well, unless he pops up in WWE and he gets back on the list for next year.
yeah, we'll have to see again. 2 months.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that was it for the top 500 list of 2023. So before we wrap it up, I have something to share. Because as we know, it was my birthday last Monday. And I was about to say, what the fuck was that? But it was a door.
The door.
It was the
Sounds like a horror movie. The door. Don't open the door. Leave the door closed. Trouble comes when you open the door. Oh.
All right, I have to find where it's at. All right, here we go. I'm almost there. So, like I said, it was my birthday last Monday, and I wasn't expecting anything. I was fine with it. But then around 2 a.m, it's technically already Tuesday. I wake up and I see that I got a message from Zach. And I'm like, Zach can't sleep. I wonder what he has to say. And then I come across a video that I was not prepared for. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And I'm going to share it with y'all. So let me close this here. Is it not showing?
No.
Got a blank screen.
Damn it. Okay, there it goes.
There we go.
Okay.
It took a bit.
Whoa.
Here we go. Yeah.
Whoa.
Not ready for this one, bro. Especially with what recently happened.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw Eric Redbeard, I was like, oh no. So I'm not before we play this, I'm not gonna lie. It was like 2 a.m. and I'm like, bro, why'd you have to do this to me at 2 a.m? I was not prepared. So here we go.
Good thing you were on vacation.
Yeah. Good thing I was on vacation.
Hey Freddie, this message is from
It's not
Zach.
playing though.
I hear the audio.
Yeah. All right. Let me stop this. Let me try again. I don't know why it's doing it like that.
Hey Freddie, this
Doing
message
the same
is
thing.
from Zach.
I don't know why it's not showing. Fuck. This is bad.
Yeah, the picture there.
Huh?
It's
We got
there.
a picture.
Yeah, but see, now we've gone to that. No, I don't want to watch Barbie.
Are you sure? I heard it was good.
Let me try and bring it up again. I might have to save it for next time, but I really want to. I'll at least let y'all listen to it, but I really need it to be the video. All right, I'm gonna try it one more time.
Hey Freddie,
See, I don't think it's gonna do it. All right. Looks like it'll have to be just the audio, but I'll have to figure out a way to do this for next time. So here we go.
hey Freddie, this message is from Zach, and he wanted me to let you know happy birthday. It's technically still a couple hours here in Central Time Zone, so it's your birthday. I saw you're out hitting the casino with some friends for the night, so Zach tells me that you're a big wrestling fan of the life.
Now it's working.
Yeah.
Watching by the way. And
All right, from the start.
hey Freddie,
And
this
it's not
message
working
is
again.
from
Like, what the hell?
Zach, and he wants
It's like the still image.
happy birthday. It's
Yeah.
technically still a couple hours here in Central Time Zone, so it's your birthday. I saw you're out hitting the casino with some friends for the night, so Zach tells me that you're a big wrestling fan of the Wyatt family. Thank you for watching, by the way. And they have a podcast. They talk wrestling. So thanks for your love of wrestling. He also said that you're a great family man, and family is important to me as well. I got a wife and kids, and wrestling. Like extended road family per se. So happy birthday, Freddie. Hope you're not having too much fun at the casinos.
I lost. And here's why I really appreciate this one. With the recent passing of Bray and with losing Brody a while back, this can't be an easy time for him. And there's a difference between staying professional and going through losing two of your best friends who you toured the world with for a very long time. So for him to be able to do this still and stay as cool as he is makes me appreciate this one that much more. So much props to Zach for that one. It's probably my favorite one to date, but I love them all. I really can't choose one, but this one is a really good one. So hell yeah, had to give them props for that. So now that we've gone through our moments and talked what we needed to talk, it is time to stump the brain.
Okay. Who is the only person to wrestle in the main event of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT in the same week?
Hold on. Okay. Is this somebody that we mentioned earlier?
Yeah, I think his name did come up today.
His name, okay. Well, then that changes my answer. Okay.
He was on the list.
You just made the list.
Was it? Well, I don't know. Would he have been on SmackDown too the same week?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Because I'm going to guess Seth Rollins.
No.
Because I know there was one week that he was on Raw and NXT.
Does Freddie know?
I think I know. Because I think he told me.
Oh.
But I forget things so easily.
Is it Finn Balor?
No.
No?
It's Dominic Mysterio.
It's Dominic Mysterio.
God damn it.
July 6th, July 17th, Judgment Day was in a 6-man tag versus Sami, KO, and Rollins.
Yeah.
July 18th, he was on NXT, and he beat Wes Lee for the NXT North American Champion.
That's why I remembered.
And July 20th, that Friday on SmackDown, he
that makes sense.
defended his title
Yeah.
against Butch that Friday night.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I wasn't thinking of Dominic. nobody thinks of Dominic.
Here's why I knew it was Dominic was because I remember him having that tag match on Raw.
Yeah.
And I remember him winning against Wes Lee. And then that's 2 out of 3. So he had to have had a match on SmackDown.
Yeah, and he defended his North American title versus Butch that night.
Yeah. So, hey, I finally got one.
Yeah, I was also going to guess Charlotte.
No. I swear, if in the near future, I'll be like, huh, did Jade Cargill wrestle on all 3 shows this week? Like, fuck. God, I mean, it's gonna happen. That's like I said earlier, that's what all roads leads to. So yeah, we'll see if that happens because people have been asking when her contract is up and people have been getting different answers. So one of them has to be right. But as far as I know, from what I'm hearing, that was her last match, and she is done with AEW this week. So on her way to WWE sooner than later. But like always, if you have any questions or comments, WrestleLost@gmail.com, WrestleLost on Facebook. And don't forget to give us a like and subscribe here on our Twitch channel and over on YouTube as well. And don't forget to follow our TikTok too, Wrestle Lost Pod. We post random shit and it's all wrestling related for the most part.
We're trying to go to 1,000 followers so we can do the podcast there as well.
Yes. Just to give us one more place to stream it on. But yeah, hope everybody has a great weekend and we will see you all next week.
See you next week.
Check you later.